Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Rhonda Farrell, the founder of CSTGIA, bringing you week 15 from strategic cyber advantage to strategic cyber leverage, converting capability into control. Week 15 addresses the next and our defining question for this month. Once cyber advantage is established, how do we turn that advantage into leverage? Because in 2026, advantage alone does not determine outcomes. Leverage determines who shapes them. The 2026 reality is that capability is expanding, but control is not. Across cyber trends, we are seeing unprecedented investment and capability growth, AI, zero trust architectures, increased visibility across supply chains, growing investment in workforce and governance, scaling of cloud compute and energy. And yet organizations are still reacting faster, but not necessarily reshaping conditions, scaling tools, but not necessarily prioritizing outcomes, increasing capacity, but not controlling its use. This creates a new gap, cyber capability without strategic leverage. So the emerging risks right now is advantage without directions, because many organizations now have strong detection capability, resilient architectures, defined governance models, and AI-enabled security operations, but they are still absorbing disruption, responding to adversaries, and managing complexity instead of directing outcomes, shaping the threat environment, and creating asymmetric advantage. This is the next maturity gap, having advantage but not using it to control the field. So the next evolution is that strategic cyber leverage must evolve again from strategic cyber advantage to strategic cyber leverage. This means designing systems that can reclaim capacity, redirect effort, shape adversary behavior, and align cyber capabilities to mission outcomes. What does strategic cyber leverage actually look like? Well, it's not more tools, more alerts, or more response capabilities, but it is the ability to control where effort is supplied, influence how threats evolve, reduce attack surfaces strategically, and focus resources on what creates advantage at scale, because leverage is where capability becomes directional power. There are 4 moves to build further and deeper strategic cyber leverage, from continuous response to selective engagement, because not every threat deserves equal attention. High-performing organizations are prioritizing mission-critical exposure, ignoring low-value noise, designing response tiers aligned to impact. The shift is from respond to everything to engage where it matters the most. Number 2, from detection to environmental shaping, because most cyber programs focus on detecting threats instead of leading programs which focus on reshaping the environment to reduce threats. This includes reducing the attack surface through architecture, designing systems that limit adversary movement, pre-positioning controls that alter attacker behavior, the shift from observing threats to changing the conditions in which they operate. Now we move from automation to capacity reclamation. AI and automation are creating massive operational capacity, but most organizations refill that capacity with more activities. Leaders must identify where effort has been reduced, protect that capacity, and redirect it towards strategic priorities. The shift from efficiency gains to strategic reinvestment. Number 4, from cyber operations to mission alignment, because cyber cannot operate in isolation. Leverage is created when cyber capability is aligned to mission-critical systems, economic priorities, infrastructure resilience, and national and organizational objectives. The shift from protecting systems to enabling mission success. The workforce reality is leverage is a leadership discipline. Strategic cyber leverage is not a technical outcome. It's a leadership behavior. It requires leaders who prioritize intentionally, teams who operate with clarity, not overload, load, organizations that reward focus, not volume, and decision systems that reinforce alignment. In 2026, cyber advantage is built by systems, cyber leverage is exercised by leaders. The strategic implications for 2026 include organizations that will achieve the highest amount of cyber leverage will control where resources are applied, reduce operational noise and fatigue, shape threat environments proactively, align cyber with strategic outcomes, and multiply impact without increasing complexity. And organizations that do not, well, they're going to remain in reactive cycles, burn capacity on low value activity, increase complexity without control, struggle to prioritize effectively, and lose strategic positioning. The difference is not capability. The difference is how that capability is harnessed and used. So our week 15 reflection is, where are we responding to everything instead of prioritizing our response? Where is automation creating capacity, but we are not reclaiming it? Where are we detecting threats, but not shaping the environment given that intelligence? Where is cyber capability disconnecting from our mission outcomes? And where do we have advantage, but not necessarily leverage? If the answer is unclear, control has not yet been translated into power. So our week 15 action is to conduct a cyber leverage assessment, identify one high value solution or mission error, evaluate. Are you prioritizing threats based on impact? Are you reducing exposure or just monitoring it? Is automation creating capacity? And if so, where is it going? Is cyber directly enabling further mission success? Then take one action to reclaim capacity, redirect effort, and strengthen leverage, because one focus shift can create disproportionate impact. Our closing thought for today is the cybersecurity challenge of the past was protection. The challenge of the present is resilience. The challenge of the future, well, that's harnessing and creating leverage, because in 2026, you are not just defending systems. You are not just stabilizing ecosystems. You are not just building advantage. You are deciding where that advantage is supplied, and the organizations that lead will not be those with the most capability. They will be the ones who use it to shape outcomes through leverage. Again, this is Dr. Rhonda Farrell, the the founder of CSTGIA, bringing you week 15 from strategic cyber advantage to strategic cyber leverage, converting capability into control.